Welcome, acolytes. Today I am reacting to Nintendo finally announced their PS4 competitor, von Flickazoid. For F's sake. It's fine. It's fine. Me and names. Two enemies that won't ever come along. But, acolytes, let's just see what the man himself has to say.
Konnichiwa, pimps. For many, many years, Xbox and PlayStation have gone back and forth competing to have the best graphics, the best performance. Our online services are free. Oh yeah? Well, if a 12-year-old wants to yell slurs at a father of four on Xbox, they have to pay old Billy Buys All the Land $50 annually. That's racism as a service, motherfucker. Well, while those two bickered in what was known as the console wars, one thing I always respected about Nintendo is that they quit before the real party even started. They just opted to be like Denmark during World War II. They surrendered in the first 6 hours. They had zero interest in competing over power. When Microsoft started the war against PS2 by launching the more powerful Xbox original, did Nintendo try to make a more powerful console? No. Nintendo just waved the flag and said, check this shit out, you won't believe it, we made a fucking cube! When the console generations leaped again, unlocking HD, better graphics, and grander games, Nintendo said, nah, we'll stay right here at 480p, fool. Hey, how do you feel about jerking off towards your TV?
Here it comes! Here it comes!
Then when
And you know what, acolytes, for fuck's sake, it's so true. Nintendo was so passive, and still they just freaking take wins. It's
PS4 and Xbone hit the market, bringing gaming and graphics to an all-time high of realism. Nintendo responded to that by saying, fuck it, we're not even gonna make games for our console anymore. Then whatever, yada yada yada, Nintendo Switch. However, ever since the Switch came out, Nintendo fans have been edging to the idea of a console that can actually run its games. Rumors have been flying for years, leaks leaking. What will that console even look like? Will it be a pyramid? Will it be a pentagon? Will it be a sphere? Hysterical! It could be any shape. But settle down now, because the wait is over. Nintendo has officially announced that it's get ready, it's the exact same console. It's the exact same console. Alright, it's not the same exact console. Here's what's new based on a little sleuthing. Right off the bat, a lot of people are comparing it to the Steam Deck. Probably because it's all black now. They also said it's gonna run faster. But if you're worried about them potentially stepping in some legal hot water here, allow me to put your mind to rest. I talked to my top guy inside the Nintendo Corporation, face blurred out to protect his anonymity, and he says they went to great lengths to make it legally distinct from the Steam Deck by making it still kinda shit at running games. That being said, if the performance bump is anywhere near as massive as the PS5 Pro, we can still expect an FPS leap from 25 to 23. The screen is larger now, which also means the Joy-Cons got larger. Huge news for the hulking hands community, which I am a member of. Although, if I'm being honest, these Joy-Cons still look a little bit small for these giant grippers here. You know, I mean, country girls make do, but out of curiosity, how short are those? 4.5? And that's inches, really. Is that what that looks like? Shit. Thought I was at least that. Well, it looks like we both got a little bit of bad news today. But Baby Hands Fleek doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit. Because there's still so much to be happy about. Like now the Joy-Cons are magnetic, so at least when Smash Bros. Lags and I crack my Switch over my knee, the Joy-Cons will be safe. That's $80 back in my pocket, which I can now use to buy one of their games that never goes on sale. And in more good news, Nintendo has announced Switch 1 games are going to be backwards compatible, meaning they decided not to rob us, everyone. Asterisks. Even
but hey, I have to admit, he's correct about this. It's bullshit that the new console cannot actually, where you just can't play old games. That's bollocks. Why? That doesn't make sense. Well, it makes sense. I mean, they could sell you the same stuff again for the new console, but hey. But this guy is so freaking genius. And by the way, I actually had the first Nintendo console in my hands. The first version, too small for me, for my hands. I don't have particularly big ones, but the buttons, nah.
Even money aside, I'm glad Nintendo did this, because the previous generation had nothing but hopes, dreams, and Xenoblade Chronicles for exclusives, which had to be the second biggest reason why it failed. What was the number one? I'm glad you asked. Number one, according to IGN, was that the name was too hard for Americans to say. The Nintendo Wii sold 101 million copies, but as soon as they threw that U on there was blood in the streets. These idiots think we don't know how to say we, in America? You stupid motherfuckers. By the way, the Wii is still doing numbers to this day, so you worry about yourself, Igan. Hey, look at that. Your dumbass name didn't stop me from finding that dumbass opinion. That name's nowhere near as sophisticated as Fleek Azoid. That's a thinking man's name right there. Anyways, I'm getting dangerously off track here. In other news, there's a C button, and right now everyone's trying to figure out what this means. It's a conspiracy. Hang on. Maybe that's what it means. No, it's curse controller, cash shop, home chat, pet, communist, China. No, that can't be it either. No one knows what this means. I know exactly what this means. It's C something and T. C something and T. We're missing one letter. Wait, I think I got it. Pet I'd like to solve. It's no need to dwell on genius. Let's move on to another piece of information the online media didn't report. Nintendo has confirmed Joy-Con drifting on the Switch 2. Take a look at this. Did you see that? Maybe if I put some cars in there, you'll get it. Let me play it again. Just like that. What was that Joy-Con just doing? Drifting. They won that lawsuit, and this is their way of saying, fuck you, you nostalgia whip bitches. At first time, it was an accident, but this time, these Joy-Cons are gonna drift off that fucking controller and across your $20 IKEA desk. Once again, that is a direct quote from my insider, but take all this with a grain of rice. I don't even know if he's a trustworthy source. However, a very trustworthy source, dare I say, a bastion of integrity and Christian values, former Activision CEO Bobby Kotick has confirmed that the Nintendo Switch 2 will be as powerful as the base level PS4. Fine, God forgive me for coming in my cargo shorts, but I say today's a special day. It's about God. That's exactly right, Uncle Wee Fleek. It is about goddamn time. Forget everything I said. I love you, Nintendo. All I've been asking for 8 years is a Switch Pro, and now you give me this beast? There's only like a couple consoles in the world that are more powerful than this. We're talking the PS4 Pro, the PS5, the PS5 Slim, my toaster, the PS5 Pro, the Xbox One X, the original Steam engine from 1712, the Series X, the Series... no, not that one. The Steam Deck, my Ninja Blender. But you know what none of those consoles has over the Switch 2? Exclusives. Power doesn't mean shit if you have nothing to use it on. Nintendo's got 3D Mario, 2D Mario, Paper Mario, Mario Kart, Mario Sports. And you know I can't forget Mario Party, Mario Rabbids, Zelda, Bayonetta, Metroid, Smash Bros, Kirby, Pokemon, Astral Chain, Xenoblade, Wii Fit Trainer, Wii Fit Trainer, Wii Fit Trainer, Nintendogs. They're eating the Nintendogs. And finally, I'll be able to run them all at a stable 30 FPS. I'm going to Nintendo World, pimp.
I am going to commit great crime. I'm going to bust nut in Water Tower.
Thanks to the Polka Pimps for bankrolling this video, and another huge
shoot. And the thing is, if you actually think about the things he is saying, he's so correct about this stuff. They are basically with the consoles robbing everyone with some of the exclusive, and at the end of the day making like Nintendo was passive for so long and just did their stuff, and it is what it is. You can think about Nintendo what you want, but they just hold everything up and did what they did, and they had success with it. And it was just, hey, I'm not a Nintendo player, I don't really care about it, but for fuck's sake, if you can, like, respect at least the grind to some degree. I mean, as I said, I'm not a fan, but hey. This is Acolytes. Good night.